Hey,
Hey.
let me order you a drink.
No, I'm fine. It's a brand new me. Money is my new drug.
It's my favorite. You found offices.
Right on Main Street for all the world to see.
So what's your first move?
You got these land developers like Jenkins. They find pristine recreational property, build McMansions, and sell the dream. Some, like Jenkins, they take it further, build hotels, subdivisions. But they all leave with their tails tucked because they don't have the cash flow to make a real business out of land.
You can do that in town.
Or you do this. We set up a fund. That fund buys land, puts the land in a conservation easement, which cuts the property tax by 2/3. Then we go to the Department of Agriculture. We enroll the land in a CRP.
What the hell is CRP?
It's the federal government paying us not to farm it.
Why would they do that?
To control the supply, Bob. That way they don't have to worry about local farmers diluting the market. It's pretty fucking shitty, but it's great for us. The government pay per acre, per year.
How much?
Depends on the land. Around here, it could be $300-400 an acre. The government pay off the land for us in 7 years, and we become landlords who get paid not to rent.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
With the government at the bottom. We start with a $100 million investment in land. If we funnel the CRP funds into more land purchases, we can buy roughly 50,000 acres per year without spending a dime. We are profitable by the end of year 2 with a net revenue of $46 million per year. The more land we buy, the more that number grows.
Why hasn't anyone done this before?
Because they can't afford the 2 years. They don't have the investment infrastructure. The Dan Jenkins of the world don't have this much junk in their shorts. You know what I mean? How are you fixed for junk, Bob?
I understand what's in this for me. Beyond your fee, what's in it for you, Beth? Because something's buried under this skin with you.
I'm making you money, Bob. And I am digging a 200 square mile moat around my father's ranch.
We put the land into the hedge fund, use the brokers to buy up the land. Don't haggle on price, just start gobbling. That's how I'm fixed for junk.
I always knew you tucked it in your sock, Bob.
I need another one of these from anyone.
These fucking students. Can I help you?
Oh, just looking for something more appropriate for school.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You've got to be kidding me.
I need to look in your purse.
Then get a warrant.
Call the police. This isn't my first rodeo with you people.
And what exactly are my people?
Police are on their way.
In for it now, you little bitch.
Hi.
I need help.
Beth, we're closed at the moment.
Where is she?
Who?
My sister-in-law. Well, I'm no lawyer, but I believe it's the Fourth Amendment that deals with unlawful search and seizure.
The search is voluntary.
Sure doesn't look voluntary to me. Leave her alone. Get dressed.
Thank you.
Wait. Don't go. You'll miss all the fun. While I'm here, I might as well shop. Oh, that's nice. Nah. Not for me.
That's a pretty big bear to poke, Beth. And their activity in the valley has our holdings up 20%.
I'm not poking them. It is an opportunity, Bob. If they thought their airport approvals were guaranteed, they would be screaming it from the rooftops. Tell me it is not ripe to short.
When you put the word out, they're gonna know it's you.
Well, I'm not gonna put the word out. You are. It is ripe to short. Do you disagree?
They're exposed, it's true. And it's gonna cut them pretty deep, and they're gonna come out swinging.
Yeah, well, that's just life in the Serengeti, I guess. You wanna call the fund managers or the press?
I'll take the managers, but Beth, just a little leak. Just a leak, no? Do not blow up the dam.
Oh, come on, Bob. You know me better than that.
That's why I'm saying just a leak.
A medium leak. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Right? Thank you. I'll call you back. Hi, is Adam Tilley still running press releases?
Yep.
Put me through to him.
And stocks continued their downward trend as two more oil companies were added to the U.S. trade blacklist. Both companies are currently being investigated for securities fraud. And in the largest dip of the day, investment firm Market Equities falls over 7.5%, causing industry-wide panic as analysts.
Fucking bitch.
That's my desk.
Not anymore. It's my desk now. My computer, my office furniture, my office. What's that saying cowboys use? Fuck with the bull and you get the horns. Well, you fucked with the bull.
Bet you practice saying that in front of the mirror.
For an hour. I prepare for everything. I anticipate every possible outcome. And I would have expected the same from you, but if you had given this any thought, you would have known that every possible outcome leads to me sitting right here.
When you find yourself standing on the wall of the Alamo Villa, the outcome has already been decided. The only thing left to do is to kill as much as you can before they kill you.
I respect that. You certainly got your kills. Little bitch. Cost my shareholders billions. But now, as a result, my shareholders are majority owners of Schwartz and Meyer. And you're fired. So thank you for all that land around your father's ranch. We have big plans for this valley. And after the sting of this phase, you should give me a call. You could do very well working for me.
When all this is over, I'm gonna hang your diploma above my toilet in my guest house. You have my word.
Like I said, you gotta let the sting fade. Then we'll talk.
The sting never fades with me. It is a painful lesson, and one you're about to learn. I really like her. What are we talking about?
Your severance package.
Fucking vultures. So here's an idea. Don't honor the contract and see what I do next.
We aren't concerned with the payout. But we are concerned with the parameters. In particular, the non-compete clause and the non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, that should concern you.
You have a history of malicious intent.
Oh, you have no idea, buddy. I doubt they can shrivel anymore, but it was worth the shot. I made you a fortune. A fortune. And when my family was in the fight of its life, you quit me. Here's what I recommend, Bob. Retire. Retire before I take everything you fucking have.
Schwartz and Meyer owns half the land on the north side of the Yellowstone. You shouldn't pick a fight with the bigger bear, Beth.
You co-own the land, Bob. You gotta read the fine print, Bob. I'm the bigger bear. Oof, well, say hello to the new boss. Same as the old boss.
I'm very different from the old boss, Beth. I came up at a time when the corporate ladder was greased to keep women off it. I climbed it anyway, stepping over some little bitch like you on every rung. The big dog is off the porch now, Beth, and I will tear you to fucking pieces. Starting with an SEC investigation into you for market manipulation and insider trading. You want to fight? Let me introduce you to the fight of your fucking life. That's behind door number 1. Behind door number 2 is common ground.
Far away.
You put together a land trust for Schwartz and Meyer.
I put together a land trust for the Yellowstone. Schwartz and Meyer is a minority investor with no controlling interest.
Smart.
I thought so.
We'd like to make an offer on it.
Not for sale.
That should be your family's motto. Jamie leased us what he could have sold and made the ranch 100 times more than the lease fee. It'll be 50 years before the ranch recoups that money. Stubbornness is not a business strategy, Beth. It's how you'll lose the ranch altogether. You're smart enough to know that.
Oh, I know it. And if we still own it by the time my father dies, you're my first call. But in the meantime, his dream is my Alamo, and I will die on the fucking wall defending it.
Come and work for us, and I'll help you defend it.
Doing what?
What you do. You're a corporate raider. Come and raid for market equities.
You apply logic to your decisions with no emotion. I respect that. But asking a wolf to protect the sheep, that is a mistake. And you are smart enough to know that.
You can have the sheep, Beth. I've taken all your father's ranch I need for the moment. You want to save the rest of it? Find me something better.
What are you building now?
Every resource of Montana can be grown somewhere else for less. The fantasy of the West is its only resource of any value. Colorado embraced that decades ago. It's time Montana did the same. Build me Aspen. Build me Breckenridge. I want a destination town in every valley, but I need an insider to do that. This is a name-your-price offer, Beth.
You have controlling interest of Schwartz and Meyer now, right? That's my price.
You want a piece of Schwarzenmeyer.
I want your piece. You give me that, I'm yours.
You're going to fire him.
I'm gonna bankrupt him first. I want his fucking grandchildren on welfare. You break your word to me, lady, I'll do the same to you.
May I help you? Excuse me? Ma'am? Excuse me? Excuse me? I called security.
That's fine. Close the door, please. What do you want, Beth?
That's my seat.
Your seat.
That's right, Bobby. You're sitting in my seat. Man, I drove 7 hours just to tell you that.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I am the new president of Market Equities, Montana Division. I oversee all new development.
Oh, that must be quite the salary they're paying you. Huh? Congratulations.
No salary, Bob. No stock options. No percentage of profit. I wonder if you can guess what would entice me to take a job doing exactly what my family have been fighting against for a century.
Their interest in Schwarzenmeyer.
Their controlling interest, Bob. Yeah. You bet on the wrong horse. You are fired. You're fired too, you nosy bitch. All this shit is moving to Montana.
Phase 2, green. Phase 3, blue. Phase 4, yellow. Now, you'll notice in phase 1, we lay infrastructure for all following phases.
So you're laying in roadways, electric, sewage for all phases in phase 1?
In the long term, it's much more cost effective. Laying infrastructure in phases triples the cost.
Kyle, this makes assumptions about land ownership that we can't make.
Not the time or the place. This is a design meeting.
Can I see an ownership plat over this?
It's not relevant at this time.
Well, if you're building roads and sewers on land that you don't own, I'd say it's pretty fucking relevant.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out who you're loyal to, Beth.
No one mentioned this to me.
Beth, there are 2 terminals, that's 52 gates. You saw the airport design.
Yes?
So who did you think those gates were for? You said it yourself. You turned it into Park City, well, this is Park City.
Of course you'd shop here.
My idea of shopping is calling the sales manager at Gucci and having her fill a box the size of a fucking refrigerator. You think you're making a difference? Shaming some plastic surgeon's wife out of buying a mink coat today? Who does that save? Not the mink. Mink's already dead.
Not the next mink.
Yeah, he's dead too. 15 of you standing in front of a store, yelling at patrons, that isn't making a difference. You know, this store is the caboose of the problem, okay? The engine of the problem doesn't know you exist. This isn't saving the environment, sweetheart. This is just inflating your ego with very little effort. And when mommy and daddy get tired of bailing you out and subsidizing this utter waste of time, you'll go away. Meanwhile, the world continues getting raped.
What the hell do you know about protecting the environment?
I know they're building an international airport 15 miles from the national park. in a ski resort the size of Crested Butte, and condos and hotels and shopping plazas and restaurants in the most fragile ecosystem in North America. But you know, you just keep protesting till happy hour, honey. You can sip your skinny margaritas and pat yourself on the back. Well, get drunk enough to staunch the stench of that couscous-eating hippie you fucked tonight.
You make that up about the airport.
Give me your phone. This one, this is a little above your pay grade. This one takes effort, strategy, sacrifice, risk. Real risk, not that bullshit that you pulled with my brother.
Why the fuck do they need another airport?
They're not in the business of need, sweetheart. They're in the business of want. And they want it because it's gonna make them a shit ton of money, and they do not care how many animals they have to kill to build it.
When people come here, they expect their opponents to be a bunch of rednecks. People of the land, I guess you could say. They don't expect you. They don't expect a fight. That's why you have been such an effective nuisance for so long. I, however, was aware of just what a huge problem you could be. I was prepared. I gave you enough rope to hang yourself, and oh boy, did you fucking hang yourself. You have violated everything. From the terms of your contract to your NDA, you have committed corporate espionage.
I don't know anything about that.
Look at the ease with which you lie. Do you think I don't know anyone at the Times? We own that fucking building! What do you suppose we'll find when I subpoena the little hippies called records and the reporters?
Good luck with that. First Amendment and all.
I manage the largest private fund in the world. And you know what you've done? You've made it personal for me. I don't care how much we spend or how long it takes. I'm gonna put a public restroom where your fucking house is. I'm gonna chop down every tree and dam every creek. I am going to rape your fucking ranch to death. And you little bitch, are going to prison. Needless to say, you're fired.
They're gonna claim they fired me for cause and that my severance should be nullified by me violating their company's NDA. Then they're gonna sue me for my piece in this place, saying that I negotiated in bad faith, therefore the ownership agreement for Schwartz and Meyer should also be nullified. Then they're gonna sue the state for breach of contract and seek to initiate eminent domain in federal court.
All those things seem likely.
No shit. Market Equities is your largest competitor, right?
Yes.
Don't you want to fuck them over just a little bit?
I want to fuck them over a lot. Just don't want to get fucked in the process.
Well, I will place the land in a conservation easement. Okay, since this is the land they intended to build Terminal 2, their development is done, no matter what a fucking federal judge says. They will write down $1 billion in losses and 20 times that in lost revenue over the next 10 years. I still control this place, so I can still sell it. And when I do, there is not a court in this country that can give it back. It's another $2 billion off their balance sheet, and that is how CEOs get fired. There is zero risk to to you. You will inherit 12 pipe-hitting investment bankers, generating $500 million in profits and $40 million in your pocket every fucking year, and it didn't cost you a dime. Where's the rattlesnake in the deal? I am the rattlesnake, but you're not who I'm gonna bite.